What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Fourth Quarter Podcast. It's your boy Demir, man. And we got Cam, Kenny, and Rob with me as usual. How y'all feeling today?
Good, bro. Chilling. You know what I'm saying? It's been rainy today, so I ain't been doing nothing, man.
Oh yeah, the weather been terrible. Rob, what's going on? How you feeling, man?
I'm a little under the weather, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, I'm
Big
good though,
Ken, what's goody,
bro.
man? How you been feeling,
Blessed,
dog?
man.
Oh
Blessed,
yeah,
blessed. I'm ready
definitely,
for these
definitely.
topics.
What you got for us? I heard you wanted to bring something to the table for us to discuss. What you got for us?
Yeah, so of course about basketball. So, the Warriors, they've been winning championships over this last decade. They got like 3 rings. So I wanted to go over
Yes,
who's been more important to their team winning between Klay and Draymond. Not Curry, because we know Curry. Well, I think we know. But who's
Yeah.
been more important between Klay Thompson and Draymond Green?
Well, what
That's
do
what I
you
got.
think? Like, do you have your answer already? Or you just wanted to kind of see what we was thinking?
Both.
Oh, you already got yours?
I have my mind made up. Absolutely. I've done research, and yes, I got my mind made up who I think is more important to their winning.
Same
To
here. I
answer,
got mine.
I would say Klay Thompson. I ain't gonna dive too deep yet because I want to get like see what y'all thinking first, but I would say Klay Thompson. What about
Okay,
you?
just tell me, like, who is it? Oh, I don't have an answer yet. I'm actually hoping one of y'all sway me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think it's no, I wouldn't say obviously, but I'm going with Draymond. I think he was a bigger piece to that Warriors puzzle, man.
Kenny, who you got?
My vote goes to Draymond. I feel like he gives you a little bit of everything. Obviously, he's not a better shooter than Klay, but shooting is not the entire game. I feel like Draymond will give you defense, which Klay does too, but it's still levels. It's a defense. He gives you dribbling. He gives you a little bit of everything. So I love overall players, and I just feel like Draymond's very underrated. So my vote is Draymond. He's been more important than Klay.
Okay. And then you say you going Draymond as well, right?
Yes, sir.
And why would you say that?
Basically, I mean, I second everything Kenny is saying. Like I was thinking about it, and I just feel like because I know nowadays, man, everybody is a stat head. Like everybody want to point out this, point out that, but I'm one of those people. Like I go by eye test, obviously, and I just feel like Draymond does a lot of things that you cannot write down. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't put on the stat sheet. Like obviously, like you even heard Clay, Steph, KD when he was there, like say that Draymond is the heart and soul of the team, as though that can be a negative at times, but I feel like he holds things together as far as defense, which is very downplayed in today's era generation. And like going back to what Kenny said, like he does it all. Like he may not score 30, but he'll give you a triple double, and those obviously help. Um, they started the depth lineup, small ball because of Draymond, in my opinion, when the Warriors first started their little run with Draymond at the 5. He's very versatile. He's not Braun as far as scoring, but just basically being able to play that 1 through 5 defensively, setting those heavy screens, just doing like I feel like he's the definition of buying into your role and perfecting it.
I would like this is difficult for me, even though I'm picking Klay, you know what I'm saying? But it's difficult because it's kind of like when you ask the question, like what are you asking? Because if we're asking, first of all, we know who the better player is. We all are in agreement of that, right?
Yeah. Klay.
Okay. So it all depends on like what you're asking, because I feel like Draymond kind of is as good as he is. I'm not going to say like career-wise, but like within that system, Klay kind of helps him a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like he helps him be like kind of be the player he is a whole lot because – and Curry too, but I just feel like because we all look at Draymond like, Kenny, you said he does everything. Like the way he passes and stuff. I mean, he is a good passer, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like a lot of his passes are to Curry or Klay, or pretty much not even just to them, but it's some type of action they're doing that's opening something up for him to pass. Like a lot of their stuff is like a lot of the Warriors' offense is created off of Curry and Klay moving off ball. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you take Klay out of that, it really diminishes them a lot. When vice versa, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Draymond, like, it wouldn't diminish, like, if they took him away. But I feel like Klay would be a bigger hit. Like, if you took him away, it would be a bigger hit just because of the threat he has moving off ball. Like, that really opens up a lot for their offense. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, I agree with you. I just feel like all his passes weren't to, you know what I'm saying, Klay and Steph. Like, he made some very critical plays to his big man, other role players. Like, I feel like Draymond just makes the right plays. And to your argument, obviously, you can't just throw another 2 in there and the same outcome happens with the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like Draymond's role or his load was much heavier than Klay's was when all you have to do is get in the game, shoot a 3, and just play some defense. And that may obviously sound easier said than done, but Draymond is just like the second point guard out there, if not the first, because, you know, Steph is just running off ball and doing what he does, and Klay's doing the same thing. But I've seen Draymond literally grab the rebound and go down court full speed, create a play, if not taking it in himself. Like, I just feel like he does things that builds up momentum, like, you know what I'm saying, boost the team morale. Like, Draymond just does so much for that what he did. And, well, yeah, he does and did so much for that Warriors team.
And that's why I say it's difficult, because I agree with you that he does do a lot. But the way I'm looking at the question is, if, like, pretty much, like, who would you eliminate? Like, if you had to choose one, who would you eliminate from the team? And, like, you know what I'm saying, in favor of the other. So if I'm picking, the reason I would say Klay is because even though Draymond does a lot of the little things, I don't really think you can replace the ability like that Klay has. You know what I'm saying? Because even though Curry, we know he's the best shooter, Klay is the second best shooter, and it's not close. Like, nobody else is close. You know what I'm saying?
It's not close?
I don't think so, no.
It's not close.
Who you have in mind?
It's not close?
No.
So he's a far better shooter than Dame. He's a far better shooter than Reddit.
I would say so. In my eye, I'm not saying you're dumb for thinking that. I'm not saying you're dumb for thinking that, but in my eyes, yes.
I agree with Cam, but
like when pretty much, and this is kind of like childish, but when Klay shoots, I'm already thinking like, all right, go ahead, mark it. When Dame and Reddit shoot, I am thinking like, dang. But when Klay shoot, it's like, go ahead and put the points on the board. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It might be like that with Dame too, bro.
Go ahead and mark that down already.
Dame is a
think about the degree
shooter.
of difficulty of the shots that Dame takes and how his percentages are still crazy, how his makes are still crazy. He's always up in top 3, top 4 of threes made during the season, and the degree of difficulty is stupid. You saw what he did to Paul George to get him out of here.
Difficulty, yeah, I would definitely, but I don't base like how good you can shoot off of difficulty. Like, I'm saying.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like, I'm not saying he's a better shooter because of his degree of difficulty. I'm saying that his degree of difficulty and his ability to still make as many as he does, still close to the same shooting percentage as Klay does from 3 with those difficult shots. If he just took the shots that Klay took, how good of a shooter could he really be? You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not gonna say it's far and wide that Klay is way better than him, because these boys can shoot. They just have a lot more on their plate. Like, we know Klay, he dropped 60 with like what, 5 dribbles? So his degree of difficulty isn't that high. So it's hard to really say like he really is the best.
But
that's why we know for sure that Steph is hands down the best shooter.
I wouldn't even say that, because I don't know if Dame could do what Klay does as far as like the quickness of his shot. Like even though Dame has a quick, like, he get up quick, you know what I'm saying? But Klay, I've seen him take some, like, when you say difficult, Dame's is difficult in a manner that, like, he's doing step backs, doing stuff like that. But Klay's shots are difficult in the sense that he's pretty much shooting in like 0.2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like that's where it's difficult for him. So I get what you're saying, like about him being the second best by far. I do think that, but like I said, I don't think you're dumb or nothing for saying that Dame is close. But back to what I was saying about what's the name, like that's why I say like Draymond does do a lot, but I don't think you can really replace Klay like at all. I'm not saying you can replace Draymond, but I would rather, as a GM, I would rather go looking for another Draymond than another Klay, because you're not getting nobody to do what Klay does, bro. Kenny, you said it's levels to defense. I would argue that Klay is a better on-ball defender than Draymond.
Okay.
That's definitely arguable.
Yeah, so when you say it's levels, I don't know. I know Draymond is a great team defender, but I wouldn't say it's levels. Like
he does his job all the way around. I feel like his defense isn't credited enough. Go ahead, Kenny.
Defense, man, it's a lot that go into it. Like, I'm with Demir. Draymond does a lot of stuff that won't show up on the stat sheet. Like, obviously, far as points, like if you look at the stat sheet, Klay's gonna have 25, Draymond's gonna have 11. But Draymond does a lot that doesn't show up, and I'm just like, and far as defense, I do think Draymond's a better defender. I do.
I do too. I'm just saying it is arguable, but
that's what I'm saying. Like you said, it's levels. That means Draymond is on an entire level. Like it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
which I don't agree with.
But that's not really necessarily a bad thing. Like that's not like Klay may be here and Draymond just may be here, but he's still on another level than him. Like I'm gonna be scared if I put Klay on Joel. I'm still going to be scared if I put Draymond on him, but I feel like Draymond would. Well, I don't even think it's obviously Draymond would do a way much better job. You see what I'm saying?
Well, it's like that's kind of unfair because I would be scared if I put Draymond on Kyrie. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't.
See,
it's the versatility. It's the versatility.
That's why I say. Everything you do in life, you'll find out is levels. I'm not saying Klay isn't a good defender, but I feel like Draymond can guard multiple positions. Like I don't feel like Klay can guard like Al Horford. I think Draymond can.
Yeah, that's unfair. I don't think he shouldn't be able to guard Al Horford.
No, he maybe he should. I don't think he can guard Klay Thompson. I think Draymond versatile. You don't take away Draymond's versatility away for Klay. Like he can guard 1 through 5, and obviously Kyrie will still give him a bucket. But I'm just saying, you won't.
He gave Klay multiple.
You won't see the coach put Klay on a 4 or a 5 for a game. Like the coach isn't going to say.
And you won't see them put Draymond on a 1 for the game. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Like you might. I wouldn't mind putting Draymond Green against Kyle Lowry. I wouldn't mind that.
Oh my God!
Wait, you think he would drop Draymond Green off? I don't think so.
If you put Draymond Green on Kyle Lowry, that means that means Stephen Curry is left on Pascal. Like, you know what I'm saying,
bro? So you don't think Green can guard more positions than Klay Thompson?
I'm not even saying that necessarily. I'm saying that Klay Thompson is also versatile. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, the 1 and the 2.
It's levels. I'm telling you, it's levels.
I can name 1 through 4. I can name positions that Klay can guard. Like people that play the 4, I can name people that play the 1. I don't think he can guard any centers.
Could Klay guard?
I don't think Draymond can guard no 1s for a game. You said could Klay guard Reddick?
Could Klay guard Julius Randle in the post?
No.
Okay. Draymond Green can, right?
He's a 4, yeah.
Okay. He can guard 3s as well, right? Can he guard 3s?
Yes.
Who can, Klay or Draymond?
Both of them can.
Hey, put it like this. Put it like that. Who would have a better job? Would Klay have a better job guarding a 4 for a game, or would Draymond have a better job, do a better job guarding a 1 for a game?
Draymond.
I think it's about even.
I don't think so, bro. I think it's food down there with Klay. Like if he
you got to think about it, bro. You got like Pascal is a 4.
Mm-hmm. He's beating Klay up.
No, I know he would dog that thing, but I'm just saying, like, it's not that. Like, I don't think he would just post him the entire game. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not going like that.
Why
Oh,
not?
he's gonna have some misses, but he's gonna have a good game.
You got like people like Jonathan Isaac is a 4, and I know he's up and coming, but it's like,
He's not a scorer though.
but
And
that's
even
what I'm
so, I think
saying.
it's
Don't
still
name
smooth
the
down
biggest 4. Obviously, he can't guard.
That's all 6'9".
No, I'm talking about Kenny. He said Julius Randle. I don't even know if Draymond could guard that wild.
He can.
Like,
Oh
He can.
my God. Okay, now it's
no,
getting out of hand.
come
Now it's
on.
getting out of
I'm
hand.
joking, dude. I'm joking. I'm saying they said.
joke right
why
now.
did
I'm
you
not
say
playing with
it's
you.
getting out of hand when he said Draymond could guard Kyle Lowry for a game?
He's
I don't
not the
think that's out
fastest
of
guard.
pocket.
Like, what you mean? It's Kyle Lowry.
He's not the fastest guard, but he's a like. Oh my,
Bro,
goodness.
I think
You
you're
think
playing
any
off
guard can
Draymond's
score?
lateral quickness.
Bro,
I'm not sitting here saying Draymond's gonna clank 0 points for a point guard, but
y'all said
think
they would. You said you would be okay leaving Draymond
It's not a
Kyrie
mismatch.
Irving. On Kyrie Irving for a game.
You said Kyle Lowry.
Just said, no, I said Kyrie, and Kenny said yes.
He
said
I was
yes.
talking about Lowry.
No, you said Lowry. I said Kyrie earlier. And
Hey,
you
run the
said
tape
yes.
back, dog. I don't know.
okay, we
man.
can just do it like this. We gonna do Kyrie first, and then we go to Lowry. So, what's your question about? You said would it be a mismatch for Draymond to guard Kyrie for a whole game?
I said because somebody said you wouldn't put Klay Thompson on a 5 the entire game, and I said you wouldn't put what's name on a 1 the entire game, and then I said Kyrie. And Kenny said,
I mean, even with that scenario, I still feel like Draymond would have a better defensive game than Klay would guarding the 5.
I can agree with that just because of the fact that it's not such of a size mismatch. Like Draymond is what 6'9", 6'8", what is he?
6'7".
6'7". So with Klay, it's like I'm literally outmatched. Like it's nothing I can do. So that's the only reason I would say that Draymond would have a better defensive game, but still, it wouldn't be good for Draymond either. You know what I'm saying?
Like, why don't? So you think LeBron's a better defender than Draymond?
Do I think that? I didn't say that.
I'm asking.
Just asking.
I don't. It's close. I would have to really do some research. Yeah.
It's just like who you leaning towards, right? We're not gonna say this is a definitive answer for you. Just tell me who you're leaning towards.
It's hard. I'm gonna tell you my answer, but the reason it's hard is because Draymond is only looked at for the like. It's like this is his main jank. With LeBron, it's like I do this too, but it don't really matter because I do so much other stuff so well that y'all don't even care. You know what I'm saying? That I do this.
You don't even got to answer. That's good enough. Oh, unless you want to.
I would go Draymond. I would go Draymond.
Gotcha. So if LeBron was guarding Kyrie for a whole game, would you be okay with that? Would you be like,
no? I seen Terry Rozier. Almost make LeBron fall.
That's true. But
That's
okay,
you're
you're different. But the average person is like, okay, that's cool.
Right.
That's LeBron. But if Draymond do, it's like he can't do that. It's like, nigga, they the same size. Excuse me, they're the same size though. You know what I'm saying? Draymond's 6'9". He can slide his feet. He has long arms. He can play the 3 and still be braced for the drive as well at the same time. And I feel like it's not easy to score on big man, as we've seen Steph had trouble scoring on K-Love in the finals on a play. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy
on a
to score.
play. I'm glad you said that.
I mean, he wasn't on them. Like, it didn't happen a lot, so I'm just going based off of this what I know. So yeah, it's not easy to score on these big men all the time.
We're making this difficult, man.
To go back to the original question, man, and I'm gonna say this because I know y'all like to take things and blow it out of proportion. Obviously, I'm not saying Draymond is a better shooter than Klay Thompson. I'm putting that out there. But I feel like everything other than defense that Draymond does is underplayed. He shot 40% from 3. I believe it was 16. It was 16 or 17. I'm pretty sure 16. But he shot 40% from 3. And I feel like just because he's not making 8 of them, we undervalue what he does. So even his offensive side of the game, other than playmaking, I feel like a lot of people call him overrated, or like, you know what I'm saying, like they overlook his all-star accolade or whatever. But I think a lot of people, they think he's shadowed by Steph and Klay, when I just feel like going back to my original argument, I just feel like his play speaks for itself, and I just feel like he should be more valued than Klay, because you're not going to find a shooter as good as Klay. But if you just throw in a Redick, if Redick buys into his role, gets the plays down, and does what he's supposed to do, then it's just like, okay. we here again. We got a shooter. Now that obviously takes away from the defensive part. I'm saying that, but I'm just saying as far as like what, because if you want to really like dig into it, when it matters, does Klay really show up?
Yes.
Let's slow down. You know what I'm talking about? Let's chill. Klay, he show up.
Yeah.
Better.
He show up with his role.
Thunder series. That's all I gotta say. Like, you know what I'm saying? When Steph was injured, he held his own. When Steph was injured during the Trailblazers series, like he shows up
With his role.
What you saying? Like,
I'm just saying everybody has a role. Like when Draymond does his role, like the best, like we downplay it because he doesn't score.
Yeah, it's like thanks.
But when Klay does his role, like he makes spot ups and he plays pretty good defense, it's just like we act like he's the best. Like no, it's like you got it.
That's what I don't like. I feel like y'all aren't being fair to Klay. Like everything y'all are saying is like
I agree.
He played pretty good defense. Like we're not. Y'all are saying Draymond is outstanding defensively, but then when you talk about Klay, you're saying, I mean, I guess he played pretty good defense. Like you're downplaying Klay. I understand Draymond has a defensive player of the year. I'm just saying, don't downplay what. And then, like, Demir just mentioned, like, I know you did say you're not saying Draymond is a better shooter than Klay, but let's be honest, Draymond isn't a very good shooter. Yeah, correct.
He knocked down some important shots, but I know I would not say he's a very good shooter.
But that's the type of stuff I mean. Like we're giving Draymond stuff that he isn't even good at, and then we're downplaying stuff about Klay Thompson.
But no, I don't feel like. I think y'all are doing the opposite actually, because y'all bring up specific games that Klay like showed out, but then when you overlook an entire series, then it's like, okay, you gave me one game.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel like that's fair. Like, why does he get to take games off when Draymond is out
honestly, there? I don't know what you're really referring to because I can't recall any like whole entire series where it was like Klay didn't show up. I really
most
can't.
Of the finals they've been to, he played subpar. I mean, he played good defense, but even going back to the defensive standpoint, Kyrie was dropping them off.
There you go. 41 on your head. 41. 41.
That's not bad defense, though. Like, that was good defense.
No, you're right. He's an exceptional offensive player, Kyrie, that is.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we're having an argument about who's better defensively. You get 41 on you.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think Pascal Siakam might have had 30-something in game one last year. And are we comparing Pascal Siakam offensively to Kyrie Irving?
No, but
this was on Draymond Green, so he's such a great player.
Yeah, but 31 and 41 is a big difference.
See, this is what I mean. Like y'all, it's not
but Kyrie and Pascal is a big difference.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They're both
40 from Kyrie is more likely to happen than 30-something from Pascal.
They're both all-stars, man.
Both all-stars, both
there's
NBA
levels.
champions.
There's levels.
Exactly. Both champions, both all-stars.
I believe in
Are we really trying to put Pascal Siakam
That's what I'm saying.
on the same level as Kyrie, Sidestep, and Steph Grill Irving? Are we for real right now?
I know, but see, I feel like y'all trying to downplay Siakam. Like,
no,
give that man his flowers.
Compared to Kyrie, bro,
he's the most improved player. He's starting to get into.
Kyrie don't get that because he's been improved. He's been good. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is
not as a team guy.
Pascal Siakam is a great up.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want me to start on that.
He's a great up and coming player, but that's what I mean. It's like y'all are picking and choosing because y'all just said 41 from Kyrie, 41 on your head, but then when Pascal Siakam have 30-something on Draymond Green, and this was on Draymond, I will never forget this. I don't know why I remember this so much, but I will never forget this. He had 30-something on Draymond. And I'm like, where's the defense? That's why I say Klay is a better on-ball. I've said this for years. I don't think Draymond Green is as great as we give him credit for of an on-ball defender. He might be the best team defender in the entire league. But on-ball, I don't think he's as great as we give him credit for.
Overall. We're talking about overall, man. Overall defense. It's more than just on-ball.
Yeah, that's why I made sure I said he's great team-wise.
Right. So Draymond Green is a better defensive rebounder than Klay Thompson.
Right. Yes, he should be.
Right. So I'm just saying, like, let's note that. Like, let's note that
He's a better
All right.
passer.
he's better at blocks, right?
As he should be, yes.
Okay, so let's notate all of this. Like, so I don't understand. He can guard more positions than Klay, or you don't agree with that part?
I don't necessarily agree because I think it's fours that Klay could be put on. As y'all say, y'all think it's ones that Draymond could be put on.
I can't really think of too many fours. Like Kevin Love would post Klay. I can't. LaMarcus Aldridge would post Klay. So
I mean, LaMarcus Aldridge would post Draymond. Like that's
I
one of
don't
the
know
best
about
post
that.
players
I don't
in the
know about
NBA.
that. I don't know. I don't
See,
know.
and that's what I mean when I say you're doing the same thing. Now you try to deduct from Draymond's
I'm not
defense.
saying he wouldn't miss. I'm saying LaMarcus Aldridge would give Draymond Green a post fadeaway. He's one of the best post players in the NBA.
We're downgrading Dog. Like we're downgrading.
He would give LeBron one. Like, I mean, what does that mean?
That's
We
what
all
I'm
know
saying.
how good
Y'all
he is
said,
at his post fade, but I'm saying during the whole game, I feel like Draymond will win that battle.
Yeah.
We can talk about one bucket. That
might score
that
him.
doesn't really.
But I'm not scared of that
That's
matchup.
what I'm trying to
for
tell
LaMarcus,
y'all.
you know what I'm saying?
right.
That's
I'm
what I'm
not.
saying.
I'm not scared of that either. But I'm just saying it's fours in the league. I can't. If y'all want me to go look through the teams, I can. But I'm pretty sure it's some fours in the NBA. Like I said, Pascal on what's the name? I think Klay could guard him for a few possessions. Like I'm not really scared of that. Jonathan
as
Isaac.
a coach. What?
Jonathan Isaac.
Jonathan Isaac isn't even a scorer.
Who's
but
y'all
I still
for,
think
right?
it's
I'm not
down
thinking.
there.
Oh, Tatum. Like I'm not. I know Tatum would probably win that, but are we really like? Is that like a mismatch? Like attack this all game?
I don't see. That's
know
more
what
of
I'm saying?
Tatum being so versatile on offense that he can play the four, but he's not really a four though. You know,
But that's what I mean. It's not Klay's fault that the NBA is like this. I'm just trying to think. I can't. I'm having a brain fart right now, but yeah, it's a lot of fours that I think he doesn't. Melo play four. He played a four for the Trailblazers. I'm not entirely scared of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
fours.
just a testament of Melo. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I think every player you just named, Draymond has a better chance of guarding. And then even on the ones, like, are we sure like Klay would do a better job? Well, I think Dray might have a better chance of guarding Kyrie than Klay does.
I completely
He's gonna guard him tough. You know what I'm saying? And then he's not gonna shoot post fadeaways over Draymond Green.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Well, with the Warriors team defense being so good, it's hard. But if we're just talking about one-on-one play, I completely disagree with that. Like, if we just put them out on a one-on-one basketball court, and I know basketball isn't one-on-one.
I'm not talking about him.
That's what I mean. Obviously, if we're using help and all that, well, I ain't even going to say obviously. I still completely disagree. But I'm saying if we're using other entities and, like, stuff like that, then I honestly don't know. I'm talking about who can guard him better one-on-one. Draymond, I completely disagree. He will like one-on-one. Oh, my goodness.
What is he really – I'm not saying Kyrie's not going to get his, but I think his Bucks are going to have to be tougher than they are on Klay.
I think
Klay does a good job.
I'm in an NBA game, maybe just because of the spacing. I'm talking about one-on-one. If it's like king of the court side.
Stop that. We're not doing
No, because
that.
we're comparing two players. So that's the only reason I'm doing this.
I'm talking about as a coach, and I'm like, hold up, bro. Kyrie's going off. He got 50. It's the third. Draymond, get out there. I think the Bucks are going to be tougher from then on out.
I disagree. And you know why I disagree? Because that means you have to take Klay off the court. Because that leaves him on what's name. And as a coach, that would be dumb.
Who's there for? Like Damari Carroll or something? Like that's cool.
Well,
I'm all right
in that sense, yeah. I'm just saying if it's a true power forward, like on the court, you know what I'm saying? But then that's what I'm saying. You just made my point. Kind of Klay can just switch to the four. It's like okay.
It still might be food down there, but I'd rather this four scoring than Kyrie Irving when he has 50. You get what I'm saying?
I still completely.
If that's what it takes to get the ball out of Kyrie's hand.
I do get what you're saying, but I completely disagree that Draymond would do a better job than Klay.
I've seen it though. I've seen
I've
Klay
actually
try his
seen it too.
hardest out there. I've seen him try his hardest out there, and it's just your food to Kyrie, and it's just because he gets to his spot. Once he gets to a spot, it's hard to challenge that because he's a tough shot maker. And if he gets comfortable in his spot, it's like, I'm going to make this shot, bro, no matter what type of D you play. But if it's Draymond Green out there, you're not going to do a turnaround mid-range shot on me. I'm beating that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's mine. You know what I'm saying? But with Klay, it's just like, you're not tall enough, bro. You're not long enough, bro. You're not big enough, bro. And it's just.
Well, with Draymond is you're not fast enough.
But he's long enough to be able to give him an extra step and still be there.
Tenacity.
I don't know, but I hear y'all. I just completely disagree. But
would it be tougher? Klay to guard Kyrie. I mean, yeah, Klay to guard Kyrie or Bron.
Klay to guard Kyrie or LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Klay.
I feel like you capping it here, man.
LeBron doesn't have good foot speed defensively. He is a good defender, but his foot speed isn't good. Like, so if you can get LeBron like changing directions and stuff, he's food. You know what I'm talking about? But he is a great defender still. But I'm taking Klay.
Cam, can I interest you in some facts, man?
Go ahead.
Oh boy.
So for the finals of 2016, 2017, and 2018, Draymond led Klay Thompson in assists, rebounds, blocks, and steals. And as far as points, I think he was only like 4 away. I think Klay averaged 16 2 years, and Draymond averaged 9 and then 11 in 2016. So you like LeBron. You say he's an all-around player. So I'm just still confused on how you can agree that Klay is more valuable than Draymond when it comes to giving you most of everything you need.
Well, no, I'm not saying he's more valuable in that sense, like giving you an all-around player. I'm saying he's valuable to the Warriors. Like that was the question, right? Who's more valuable to the Warriors dynasty, right?
Well, yeah, I'm asking you that question as if you were Bob Myers.
Who would like? So you're saying who would I pick between the two?
Yeah, you sitting and you looking at all of this stuff, and I mean, me personally, I don't really care about regular season. We all know they were going to get there. They probably could have had the fans play, they would have got there. But I'm saying, like, when breaking down, and that's obviously not every series, but when I say when it matters, and obviously like that, it kind of contradicts myself because they had to play those first series to get there. But I'm saying, like, when it seriously matters for the chip. Looking at those stat sheets, you have a player that's doing most of everything for you, and a player that's just doing his role at an
that's
average
another
pace.
downplay.
Yeah. I feel like y'all are downplaying Klay. He's just not
bro.
out there. You know, he's a scorer. Klay is a scorer. He doesn't have to dribble.
I don't think y'all realize how bad Draymond would have it if it wasn't for Klay. Like, he really opens up a lot, like, with the help of Curry, of course. But they open up so much, like, that floor will shrink if it wasn't for them. Because when you got Jordan Poole out there, it's like, oh, we don't have to be on him as much.
Oh, no, don't give me Jordan Poole.
Quick tidbit.
JJ Redick.
Yeah, don't give me, matter of fact, don't even got to add nobody. Say Iggy. Say somebody that was out there splatting that thing. Say Nick Young.
So
give me Spates.
Like, you're saying,
I'll take Spates.
Just take what's the name off.
I'm just saying, like, I understand what you're saying, and it
that's
does
what I mean,
close,
just like you just said.
But
Iggy.
I don't feel like the gap is that big when you still got somebody that they're gonna be like, I have to guard him, because Iggy wasn't no deadly shooter, but it got to a point to where they like, why aren't you on Iggy? Why are you getting?
And that's what I
space?
mean. That's what I mean. Space. Curry and Klay make it. It's like when I shoot so well, it makes others look like they can shoot as well too. But not even that. Like you just said, give me Iggy. If you take Draymond and put Iggy in his position, y'all don't think he can get the board and run?
No,
y'all don't think Iggy can get the rebound? And
I'm not even gonna let you finish that blasphemous statement.
You don't think Andre Iguodala can get a rebound and run the point guard for a possession?
Like Draymond does it?
Yes.
Wait, I'm gonna listen to your question carefully. If you're just saying for a possession, yeah, he can make a pass.
Well, I've never seen Draymond run point guard for an entire game.
Well, no, I'm just saying, take over his role. No, I don't feel like Iggy can take over his role.
Well,
yeah, he can get a rebound and go down the court.
I've literally seen Iggy like be their point guard out there, like for like some minutes.
He can pass it. He's not a better passer. Draymond Green.
He's not gonna play Draymond's role.
No,
He's
he's
not a
not.
better
He's
Draymond
not.
Green.
But y'all are saying Reddick. Y'all Reddick is gonna do what Klay Thompson do?
Not
Damn,
defensively.
Oh
Not
my
defensively.
God.
Shooting?
Not
Shooting?
defensively.
Oh my!
Offensively?
Don't try to put it into one category. That's like me saying, can Iggy
Oh, it's
pass like
no,
Draymond or
no.
something like that? No, I'm talking about in the entire game. Is Reddick gonna do what Klay Thompson does?
No.
Not on defense.
On both sides of the ball.
Just see, why are we trying to break it up for them? For Klay
Because
Thompson?
I don't think
Thank
no,
you,
he
Demir. I
won't.
hear you, Demir. Thank you.
No, he won't.
But
I don't think Klay's defense is as important as his offense to the Warriors team.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, I still think they can win a lot of games replacing Klay with JJ Redick, just simply because he can score pretty well. He could if needed be, he could score you about 17, 18, 19 a game.
I don't know, but okay.
Bro, we seen Jason Redick. We seen him out there hooping. Like, you know what I'm saying? He can
make some
score.
tough shots. I've seen him make some tough.
He's a 3-level scorer.
To be honest, I've probably watched the most Pelican games out of all of them.
What in the world? Why are we trying to act like JJ Redick is like OD nice?
No.
I'm just saying he's a good offensive player.
I'm pretty sure none of y'all have watched more Pelican games than me. He makes tougher shots than Klay Thompson. I've seen it. He does. He's underrated.
Oh my gosh.
JJ Redick is underrated.
Hey, Cam, don't put me in there.
Okay. Oh my goodness. See, this is my proving my point right here. We're trying to, not you, Demir. Not even you, Rod, because I don't really know what side you are. But kidding. You're trying to make it seem like JJ Redick can pretty much do what Klay Thompson do. But then when I say Iggy can do what Draymond do, it's like, what in the world? Like, why is that not?
Because shooting is repetition. What Draymond does is an art. You can't just put. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that, but that's funny.
Getting the rebound cam as a power forward, pushing it, getting the ball up the floor in 2.5 seconds, and finding the open shooter. It takes a lot. You got to know a lot. He's a spot up shooter. Redick can run around the screen and make a.
You literally just said something that's so easy. Getting the ball to an open shooter. You think it's hard?
Yeah, timing is hard.
Finding an open shooter is hard.
With good timing, yes.
What do you mean timing? Like with
timing matters in sports. If
like
I
making the right pass, like making the pass at the right time.
Yeah, Cam. If I throw it 1 second late, that could be a steal. You didn't know that? What do you mean?
Well, you just said they were open. If they're open, if they're open, no.
He passed them open.
Now we're changing it. You just said getting the ball to an open shooter. Why are you trying to change it to he's passing them open now?
They're not always open. He finds them.
Oh my goodness! You just changed your entire statement from getting the ball to an open shooter.
Open.
They're open for a reason. Because you're not. If Draymond's coming full speed, you somebody has to stop him. Or that's a layup. Because Draymond's pretty fast. I don't know about that because I've seen KD run down the court and not be like nobody get in the way because they're so afraid to leave Curry and what's his name. Because it's like if I even try with KD, it's probably gonna be a foul. He's probably gonna dunk him. But Draymond's like, I can beat this. Can block this shot. So they leave him to go do that, and then that creates an open shot for him. Not every power forward can do that.
And y'all are absolutely right. Not every power forward can do that, but I can name about 4 or 5 that can.
Not too many
now, those 4 or 5, can they play the defense that Draymond does?
If they were on the Warriors, I believe so, yes.
Oh, man, bro.
Downplaying it.
You don't think Pascal Siakam can do that?
No.
Play the defense that Draymond does?
Yeah.
No. I don't think he's won Defensive Player of the Year, so no.
Well, obviously not. Come on. I know Draymond. Can y'all stop throwing that in my face? I know Draymond won it.
I don't think you do it after that, bro.
But I'm saying that's a nice accolade. That's just not something that everybody gets. That has
the way y'all are using it is like saying Rudy Gobert won Defensive Player of the Year, so he can guard ones now. I don't really care about Defensive Player of the Year when you're a big. Not really, no.
Why?
Draymond's not real big though.
You don't care about Ben Wallace?
No, I mean I give them credit. I'm just saying that doesn't show me that you are a great on-ball defender. I already told you I don't.
Big though. He's 6'7". And I disagree with all of that. I still think he can guard the 1 through the 5.
No, but he's not a big. I mean, he is a big. If he is like, were y'all saying, is he a big? What is he? Is he a small? What is he?
If you like,
He's a
LeBron isn't
three.
a true point guard, but he's still a point guard on paper. That doesn't mean like, you know what I'm saying? So just because he plays
He's
the
a
power
tweener.
forward position doesn't mean he's a 4. He's what they need him to be when they need
He
him to be.
plays the big man, but he's undersized.
He's an undersized big, yeah.
Yeah, so like if we go on with technical, he's not honestly big. You know what I'm saying? Like Rudy Gobert's 7 foot. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. He has limited mobility. Draymond's 6'7". He can run out there with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? He can chase down a point guard and stuff like that. I from the coast. You know what I'm saying? Coast to coast, he can chase somebody down and beat that.
Bro,
I don't have that same confidence.
I didn't even really want to do this to Draymond, but like I almost kind of see it. We kind of saw it this year. When you don't have Curry in them, it's like, dang, like what's going on out here? Like this year, it's like, what's going on?
They didn't have Redick.
What in the world?
You don't think Redick shoots better than Poole?
Yes, I do. I'm saying I don't really get what you're trying to say. Like,
I'm just trying to say he doesn't need Klay. Like, I'm just saying he needs somebody that can make a three. Poole,
okay, so if you're gonna,
what are you saying?
Cam is pretty much saying like Draymond sucked without his people. Everybody needs people. That's why LeBron gets the best players. So I'm just saying everybody needs people. The players that Draymond Green was playing this year, they suck. I don't care what player you put on that team. Those players suck on the Warriors. Pascal, they try to act like he all that. He's okay.
Nah, he might have a little dog in him.
He okay. And they try to act like he the up and coming guy. But the Warriors, they suck. So I'm just saying, like, don't judge him off of this when he's playing with bums. Because even if you put Lillard with those guys, he wouldn't have done much with them. He's not even doing much with the Trailblazers right now. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying he needs Klay.
Wait, who's not doing much with the Trailblazers? Lillard isn't doing much with the Trailblazers?
I'm saying far as like, because you're saying what is Draymond doing? I'm just talking about far as winning. If the playoffs started today, Dame wouldn't make it. That's what I'm talking about, far as winning. I know he gets.
Wait, what? Go back real quick, because you said
he was basically saying that Draymond isn't doing well because he doesn't have a good team. Like basically, look at Damian Lillard. He's not doing well, and he has a better team than the Warriors.
Right.
So he's saying that everybody needs somebody. If you were saying that he's the reason why, like, look at Draymond this year, but Kenny is saying his team sucks, so it's only so much he can do.
Right.
Okay, continue.
So, yeah, what I'm saying is, like, I know you said you didn't want to bring it up, but you brought it up. I'm just saying it's not too many players in the league that I can think of that would have did well with this Warriors team. I would like to think I know a lot of players in the NBA, and I don't even think I can name 5 players on their team. I know Pascal, Poole. Like, I don't Looney. Like, I don't – their players suck. So I'm just saying for you to be like, what did he do? Like, what did you expect him to do? The guy sucked. So I'm just saying, like,
well, no, you can't really use that because, like you just said, Damian Lillard wouldn't make playoffs, but we still know that's Dame. Draymond, it's like you're not still putting up your numbers, like you're not still an all-star. You know what I'm saying?
Triple singles.
Well, let's say something real quick. Draymond's numbers didn't drop off that much, honestly, from this year. He pretty much had the same numbers he had last year. Secondly, he was injured this year. He missed a couple of games this year as well. But his numbers were still. No, he averaged 6 assists. And that's nothing that people say he can't pass without Curry and Klay, but he still averaged 6 assists above his career numbers.
Our generation is stuck on points. Like, Draymond does a little bit of everything. And obviously he's not a shooter, but he can make a three.
Stop right there. You just said he's not a shooter, but he can make a three. Why aren't we giving these same things to Klay? Like y'all say, he isn't the best defender, but he can defend. Like, y'all aren't saying that for Klay. Y'all are just saying, no, Draymond is a better defender. But with Draymond, we're trying to act like let's boost his shooting up a little bit when he can't shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't try to boost it up.
No, we know Klay's a better shooter, but we feel like Klay. Well, I'm speaking for myself because I don't know how Ron and Kenny feel. I just think that it's clear that Draymond's a better defender.
Oh yeah.
Wait, I think Cam knows that. You know Draymond.
Yes, I'm saying, why are we even bringing up shooting? he can't shoot, and Klay is way miles ahead of him.
Oh, of course he can't. Of course he's not a shooter, but it's always levels. He's not Ben Simmons. Like if he makes a three, I'm not surprised. Like I've seen him make threes. I've seen him make multiple threes in a game. So I'm just saying he's an overall player. He gives you a little bit of everything: offensive rebound, defensive rebound, blocks, steals, passing. He'll dribble the ball up the floor. He gives you a little bit of everything. Klay is not an overall player. He's not going to put
a little bit of everything too.
Are you
Klay
serious?
Klay is not I can't think of too many times where I've seen him get a rebound, dribble, and
see, you're asking him to do something that's not it. Like he can, but
doesn't that go into the overall player?
No, listen, that's what I'm saying. He can, but if he did that, you know what we would say? Why is he doing that?
Time out. No,
I don't think he can.
Time out. This
y'all going kind of hand right now.
This is what this generation does. So if somebody doesn't do something, let's just say, okay, you got Kawhi. Let's just say he get 25 points and he gets 7 rebounds, and I'll say he didn't get 12. Somebody be like, well, he can get 12. Why are we saying he can? Like, why are you saying Klay can get a rebound, dribble like Draymond? Like, what are you basing this off? Because you haven't seen it, and you might have seen it one time. But I'm just saying over the course of his career, you haven't seen that. So why are you saying he can do that? He's not a good ball handler. We know
I've
that.
probably seen it as many times as I've seen Draymond make a 3.
Thank you. And we're talking about Draymond.
Like,
wait, is he?
Y'all, I feel like Klay averages 0 rebounds, 0 assists. Like he averages like 4 and 3, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Like what more y'all want?
So y'all think he's a good like he's on the same level as passing as Draymond?
His level of passing and rebound is on the same level as Draymond's shooting. Maybe higher.
No. Who's a better? Like,
It's higher.
Do you think he's as good as
Draymond is a better rebounder and passer, but like Klay's a better shooter by far. Easy.
We know
like, you know
that.
what I'm saying?
We know
Okay,
that.
so what are y'all saying right now?
We're just saying that. How can I word? Go ahead, Kenny. I'm gonna try to think of how can I word it.
Yeah, we already know Klay's a way better shooter. We know that. I'm just saying.
So note it, like you said earlier. Let's note that.
I said it.
I'm saying we're saying that Draymond is a better defender.
Right. Okay, so we got past that. Okay, so Klay has shooting, Draymond has defense. Let's do a checklist. Who is the better offensive rebounder?
That's what I'm saying. Why is that fair to Klay to
Yes,
bring up?
it's fair. You do a checklist. Yes, it's fair. It's not unfair.
Why wouldn't it be fair, Cam?
Okay, matter of fact, let's do this same checklist with Stephen Curry, and I bet you Draymond wins. Do the same exact checklist.
No, that's not the topic though. We're not.
What? See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The checklist isn't fair to these guys because it's like, why are you bringing up offensive rebounder and I'm a 2?
We're just overall. We're talking about the impact. I'm talking about
okay. With the impact, we all know Steph has the biggest impact. So let's do that checklist. Go ahead.
What? I'm confused. We're talking about Klay and Draymond.
Because you're about to say, let's do this checklist, and Draymond's gonna win the battle, and then you're gonna say, okay, so he's more valuable. So let's do it with Steph Curry.
Why?
because that
Prove that this
proves,
checklist doesn't really prove anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
It doesn't, but I see where you were going, Kenny.
Mhm.
He's just basically saying that Draymond does more than Klay Thompson.
I agree, but it's like that's not fair to what's the name, because the things y'all are naming, Klay shouldn't be better than him at. You get what I'm saying?
So if that's the case, then Klay's supposed to be a better shooter than Draymond. Like, no. I'm not gonna say that. Why is somebody supposed to be better than somebody?
When you're a big and you bring up rebounding, come on, you can't do that with a big and a guard.
Not necessarily. LeBron's a better rebounder than some centers.
Where we're talking about the GOAT. But
I'm just saying you're trying to say Draymond's supposed to be a better rebounder than Klay, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Not necessarily. There's some power forwards that shoot better than guards.
That's not the average, though.
That means Draymond, like you just said, there's some power forwards that shoot better than guards. That means what you just said is false. Klay shouldn't be a better than Draymond.
He shouldn't be a better what?
Shooter.
I'm not saying he should be. You're saying this should stuff.
Rebounding.
Draymond should be a better rebounder than Klay Thompson.
Why? I think they're both 6'6", 6'7". Why?
Because that's why he's when they named him a power forward, I think they were like, oh, you can rebound. Let's put you at the power forward position.
I don't agree with this person should do this.
Draymond isn't on the perimeter, so he's by the rebounds. Get him. Klay Thompson is guarding perimeter players. Why would he be out in there getting the boards if there's two players down there that's supposed to be getting it for him, so he can go get ready to shoot?
Well, yeah, to Kenny's argument, Russell Westbrook. But anyway, Rod, like, have you came up with an answer yet? Like, do you know what you're leading towards?
The way y'all are minimalizing Klay's impact, I'm about to say Klay. Like, y'all are really
not minimalizing it. I just feel like, so we I get what y'all are saying. When we say something about Klay, then it's like, oh yeah, he can do it. And when we say something about Draymond, it's like, oh, he could do it. I just feel like Draymond's shooting is overlooked. Like I said earlier before, that's what I wanted to say earlier too. I just feel like the 40%, or even Kenny saying he's seen him shoot multiple threes in the game, it's like, oh, okay. But then when Klay get a steal, we're supposed to throw a parade.
I don't think Draymond's that good of a shooter, bro. Like he's been on a decline for like the last 4 or 5 years.
Definitely higher, but I'm saying, so okay, so just like how y'all just said that, like, that's what you're supposed to do. I'm pretty sure when they named him a power forward, they didn't say, Draymond, we want you making 100 threes a game.
But he's out there shooting 100 threes a game.
I don't think his attempts are that high.
They're not that high, but he shoots more than he should if he's not hitting at a certain clip. Like I think he had a career high of 388, and I think ever since then he's been dropping. I think he's in the twos now, the 20%. So him making a three is it's not a given.
You gotta take the backpack
off. We don't have to go over the percentages. Draymond Green is not a good shooter. We already know that.
But he'll still give you one.
We understand that.
I can rely on Klay for good defense more than I can rely on Draymond for shooting. Put it like that.
I mean, you can rely on
why can't we throw Klay's defense into the team defense like Cam said?
Well, I'm not. Why do we only throw Draymond's into there? I think Draymond's a good defender. Period. I don't think he's like, I think he's just a good defender. That's Cam with the. I think he's a good team defender. Whatever. I think Draymond's a good defender, and I think Klay's a good defender. I think Draymond's a better defender, and I feel like they bring different things to you when it comes to defense. Like, of course, I'd rather have Klay on a perimeter player because he's probably faster than Draymond, and he could stick with him a little bit better, especially around screens and stuff. But I don't think he's a better defender than Draymond. This is gonna be like my closing statement to this, I guess you could say. Looking, like I said, the stats that I just gave y'all, looking at this, bro, I just feel like with what everything Draymond brings to the table, and to, like, if you try to pick a player in today's league, you probably won't find anybody that can do what Draymond does. I feel like if you give me Joe Harris and put him in that position, I feel like they're still walking away with a chip. At least one chip.
I think it would be easier to find another what's-name than another Klay.
I disagree with that too.
Well, name 5 power forwards that can do what Draymond do.
Blake Griffin.
No.
It would be a little downfall on the defensive end, just like with Redick. It would be a big downfall. Why are we saying, like, y'all saying Redick? You know Klay Thompson made an all-defensive team? You know that, right? Do you know J.J. Redick is probably the worst defender in the NBA?
You put J.J. Redick on the Warriors?
No, I don't know. I don't know he's the worst defender.
You put him on the Warriors, maybe he'll get some of that team defense, Cam.
Okay. Y'all know it's a big gap between J.J. Redick and Klay Thompson defensively, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Blake Griffin, like I said, he could do what Draymond do if y'all putting Redick in Klay Thompson's place. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna just Pascal Siakam.
Pascal Siakam could do what Draymond could do if y'all are putting Redick in what's the name's place. Let me think. Let me look at these teams.
I'm not sure these guys can pass like Draymond.
I think we're downplaying the passing. Cam is pretty much saying the passing.
I hold Draymond's passing to a very high level.
Yeah, Blake Griffin actually is a good passer.
He said Blake?
Yeah, Blake actually is a good passer. Like, I don't know who's better between him and Draymond, but it's not dumb to say like Blake's in that conversation.
Oh yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I agree with that. I actually like back in his Clippers days. I
Speaking
don't
of
really watch too
Julius
many
Randle,
Pistons.
I think he probably could do that. Do what what's his name does.
Get Cam out of here.
Yeah,
Get
I
him
think
out of
he
here
could
right
do
now.
what he
In
does.
this.
And I'm talking about as far as getting the rebound and dribbling. I think he could do that a few times a game.
I
Few
think
Draymond
Knicks
does.
like
fans
half a
get
game.
mad when he do that.
Huh? What'd you say, Kenny?
You said a few, like Draymond does it more than a few.
See, are we about to see? That's what I'm saying, y'all. You all right? Tell me how many times do you think Draymond does that per game? Like, so I can see like where your head is at. So I can see
To
like,
get a rebound and go.
yeah.
I mean, obviously, I don't count when I'm on my 75-inch. Like, I don't know count.
I
Go with your
think
best
that
guess.
goes
Go
into
with
his
your best.
IQ though, because Draymond. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I really like Draymond. He's a smart player. When he gets the rebound and he turns around, he kind of like puts plays into. At least this is what I think, or this is what I see when I'm watching him. He gets these rebounds and he says like, I can take this, or let me you know what I'm saying. I don't see
Bam can do
other
that. Bam can do what
power
he
forwards
does.
doing this.
Time out. Yeah, with the Draymond thing, like his dribbling and stuff, like the passing, like he passes better than these guys. Like,
It's being
and
underrated, man.
his IQ is higher than these guys. I've seen Draymond for a wide open three. I've seen him wide open and not shoot it. He passed it to Klay, and he made the three. That's IQ. Most NBA players wouldn't do that. If they wide open, they're like, why would I pass it? I'm going to shoot it. That's IQ for Draymond to know I'm going to pass it to Klay, because if Draymond shoot it, he's going to miss it. If Klay
I
shoot
think
it,
you're
he's going to make it.
downplaying NBA
So that's
players.
IQ. Julius Randle will probably pull the three and smoke it.
If he had
So
Klay
IQ
Thompson, I don't think he would do that. You think
I
Julius
think
Randle would say, no, Klay, I'm going to shoot this?
no. If I'm saying
Nah.
Julius Randle's wide open for a middle three, you're saying he would pass it?
If he had Klay Thompson, yes, I do think he would pass it.
If he's wide open.
Yes. That's why I say I think you're downplaying NBA players like brain. Like I think any NBA player, if they were wide open, but they say I can give it to Klay for a three, I think a lot of NBA players would say, let me give it to Klay. But like I was saying, Bam can do what he does. Who else? I just had somebody in my head. Damn, bro, who was it?
I don't know, man. I just
Well, I
don't
can
know.
do that with Klay too, because Chris Middleton can do what Klay do.
See, I agree. I respect your opinion, but I disagree. Like at the rate and the like, I'm talking about like the way Klay shoot. Like really, really think about it in your head, bro. Like I understand Chris Middleton is a shooter. I'm just talking about when you put him in these positions, like man, like Klay takes like y'all are saying difficult shots. When I say difficult, I'm talking about as far as like
Somebody standing under you.
Like Klay takes some difficult shots, bro. So I don't know if Chris Middleton getting these shots off like that.
Oh,
you know
it's gonna be a drop off, just like with Blake Griffin. It's gonna be a drop off with defense.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a drop. Like I'm saying, like you can't really replace none of these players exactly, but they can give you about what. Like that's what I'm saying. You name it Blake, I can name Chris Middleton. You name it Pat.
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I know you can always find a replacement, but would you rather have Chris Middleton take what's the name's place or Blake take Draymond's place?
Chris Middleton.
I'd rather Blake take what's called spot.
Exactly. So that means you think Klay Thompson is more value.
Because I don't think that. Because I think if you put Blake where Draymond is, that really crumbles the whole team defense. Because he's the centerpiece of that defense.
Exactly.
And Blake's not going to do for you.
The shooting gap is too huge.
I'm taking another person I would replace. I would take Danny Green.
He lost me, dog. He lost me, dog.
I'm taking. I would take Danny Green.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, really think about this, bro. Like, if you
say,
say,
I don't get it.
Can we get it? Can we get it out of the way? Klay is not just a 3-and-D player. He's a scorer.
That's what I meant to come back to.
See, that's where we're not connecting. Then
he's not a scorer. He's not a
That's
scorer.
that's where we're not connecting. Y'all are trying to like.
Okay,
Yes,
I'm
he
on
can
Team
do a
Klay.
post fade.
I'm on Team Klay.
He can do a post fade. That doesn't make y'all think because he can drop 60 points. It doesn't take that many. Like once you hit like 12 threes, then you're basically there. And then a couple fouls.
How many players can hit 12 threes?
Damian Lillard.
That's
is a
his
scorer.
job. They don't have
It's
Klay
a lot
out
of
there
people's job to
play.
shoot threes. Danny Green has never hit 12 threes.
Klay is
That's a
not a
fact.
scorer. I've seen Danny Green get what did he get the first game of the year?
It won 60.
I think he had 30, 31 or 32, something like that.
Like,
Yeah,
come
so
on,
it's
guys.
just like
Come on, guys.
Klay is
But
not
see,
a
that-
scorer.
y'all
He's not a
are-
Devin Booker. He's not a Damian Lillard. He's not a Kevin Durant.
And now
You're
I see
naming-
what we
Why are you
You're
naming the
naming
best scorers in the game?
Right.
I'm just
He giving out an example of a
How many
scorer.
people are Kevin Durant?
he's I'm naming he's
You
not a
name another
scorer.
Kevin Durant?
He's a
Bro,
spot
you
up
know I am.
Come on, bro. Like, come on. He's a scorer. He can give you a three. He can give you a moving three. He can give you a off the pick and roll three. He can run the pick and roll, get a mid range, pull up,
So he can hit. So he
fade
can shoot
away,
a three.
drive.
Are
just
are
said
those
three.
other things high level though,
Yes, he's one of the best mid range shooters in the league.
based off percentage?
What else you want me to go off? Hi, look.
I'm saying if you take one a game, that's 100% right there. If you make
Right.
it, so
So you telling me he's
Like,
scoring 20 points
that's why
a game for years off of just threes?
I would say yeah, not just
Since
only
y'all are
threes, but I
downplaying-
think two
since-
of them are like mid ranges.
Since y'all are downplaying Klay's offense, so but what can Draymond do offense? Like besides pass, what can he do?
He can give you some.
Those years that they went to the like before the Toronto, those 3 years before that they went to the finals, he was probably one of the best playmakers in the league.
I said pass. I said besides pass, like
Just because he's not scoring 30, he's creating offense. That's not.
See, and that's
we're
what I
overlooking
agree.
that.
I agree, but that's what I mean when I say you're down. Like when we talk about Klay, it's like he's a spot up shooter. But when we talk about Draymond, it's like he creates though. Like it's like
No,
y'all
but
like
you just
trying to
agree with
boost
me
it.
though. I'm not agreeing that he's a scorer. Y'all are saying he's a scorer. I don't think Klay Thompson is a scorer. You agreed that Draymond is a playmaker, so that's what I'm saying.
And that's what
where
I'm
we
saying.
disagreed.
Yeah, we are disagreeing, but I'm not understanding why. Because it's like, why are we trying to boost Draymond for being a passer, a good passer? But when it comes to Klay, we're downplaying him.
Because good
He
passes, good
averaged
passes
20
are hard to
points for
find.
his career, bro.
Good passes
he
are
averaged
hard
what?
to find.
He averaged 20 points for
every
his
team got somebody
entire
that can shoot.
career.
See, and that's what I mean. You're downplay. You just said every team got somebody that can shoot, not like Klay Thompson.
Of course, not to his level.
That's what I'm saying. So every team don't have somebody that can shoot like him.
Not like him.
Obviously.
I'm just saying passing is an art. It's not too many good passers in this league. It's not. It's not.
Okay, I understand that, but bro, it makes it easy. Just like you said, the guys on his team suck. It opens up when you have Klay Thompson out there. With Jordan Poole on the team, he doesn't look like such a great passer, does he?
No, because even if he does the best pass in the world, Jordan Poole's going to miss the shot.
Exactly, and that's why I'm saying don't downplay what Klay does.
Hell,
Wait, so that's his fault that the nigga? I mean, that
No,
the,
I'm
that
not
the guy
saying.
missed
I'm
the
not
shot?
saying. I'm not saying it's his fault that the guy missed his shot. I don't even agree that he would get it to Jordan Poole because when Klay isn't out there or Steph, stuff doesn't open up like it does when they are out there.
Agreed.
That's why
You know
I
what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like I know he's a great passer. Like he just got put in a great system. That's another point I can come to. If you put these guys on another team, which I know this now don't really prove nothing as far as our argument, but if you put these guys on another team, I don't see like put Draymond on the Hornets. It's like he probably disappears.
The shooter is obviously going to thrive more, especially in today's game. Yeah, the shooter.
I don't know because Klay's not good at putting the ball on the ground. So if you put him in another team without Curry, that's going to like make more room and set up for him. If he don't got nobody to get it to him, I don't know.
I don't even know why you got that in your mind.
He doesn't
can
create
put the
his own
ball on the
shot.
ground.
He doesn't create his
Yes,
own
he can.
He does it all the time, bro. What are you talking
This is
about?
what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. We just say people can do it. Like you're saying Klay can get the rebound and dribble it up. He can pass. So why are we saying everybody can do everything?
Because I'm going to give you an example of why we're saying that. Put Draymond on the Lakers. Do you think they would say, do you think when Draymond got that rebound, LeBron wouldn't say, give me the damn ball? Matter of fact, KD is gone today because Draymond didn't give him the ball when he got the rebound.
That's not why he left, but okay.
I think he literally might have said that's why he left. I think if you watch the J,
it was the verbal. It was the verbal.
He said that has something to do with
after.
it.
So that's what I'm saying. Draymond can do that on his team. So Klay isn't supposed to do that. You don't think if Klay wanted to, he can get the rebound and dribble?
You're trying to make it. I get what you're doing. You're trying to be literal with it. Of course, he can get a rebound and dribble.
No, I'm not even trying to be literal. Everybody in the NBA can get a rebound and dribble. I'm saying he can get the rebound and dribble up the court and run the offense for a play or two or three or four.
He can't run an offense like Draymond. No.
I didn't say he could do it like Draymond. I'm saying he can do it.
Yeah, of course he can dribble and pass. I'm just saying, like Demir said, Draymond's a mini point guard out there. I don't think none of us think Klay's a mini point guard. Draymond's a mini point guard. And
that's where I'll give you that, but I don't even agree with that. Like Draymond cannot run their offense for an entire game, bro.
I've seen multiple times, like they get a rebound and they give it to Draymond. They be like, here, man, go ahead and break it up, man. Run the offense. I don't think I've ever seen that with Klay ever in my life.
So just
when they give it them, they're like, just score our ball. They can't do that with Draymond. It's like he needs to be a part of the offense in order for the team to work. But we can't just give him the ball and say score. So it's like, bro, can you get somebody open? Can you pass the ball for somebody? Can you run the point for us at least? You know what I'm saying? That's why. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna give it to him and say score the ball for me. When we give it to Klay, he can get his own bucket. You don't have to run a point.
No, he needs that.
I disagree. I don't think he can get some. No.
He needs that.
Average 20. How many just strictly shooters you know average 20 points per game?
I don't know how much Redick averaged, but he's probably up there.
That's not 20.
I don't know.
Give me one. Just one.
Let me Google. Let me do my research on Redick.
All right, go ahead. I'll wait for you.
But when you're playing with Curry and Draymond, it makes it easier, man.
No. Draymond don't make it easier on nobody offensively.
He defines you.
He has vision. Everybody don't have vision. That's what
I'm really not trying to downplay his vision. He can pass, but I'm a firm believer that a lot of people would look like they could pass if they played with Curry and Klay.
Cam, when we go to the gym, when everybody goes to the gym, what's the first thing they do?
Shoot.
All right, shoot. So of course, like Klay can shoot. That's what people do. Everybody in the NBA can shoot. Quinn Cook can shoot.
Uh-huh.
Well, let me take that back. Not anybody, because Ben can't shoot really good. So most players in the NBA can shoot. I'm just saying it's not too many people in the NBA that are good passers, and I mean vision. Chris Paul, Lonzo Ball, LeBron James. I'm talking about vision. It's not. I don't think it's too many. Like even somebody like Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Jimmy Butler. Like people say they can run the offense. I don't think Jimmy Butler's vision is that well. Like I haven't seen him do any passes to impress me. I haven't seen him do that. I haven't seen Kawhi Leonard do many passes that impress me.
Him and Draymond might be on the same tier, bro.
Draymond Green, he does some great passes, man. Like I've seen him run an offense, and
Butler does some great passes.
I don't see that from Klay. I don't see it. I don't see it from Klay.
That's not his role. Like you're
I'm
right.
saying, if you put Jimmy Butler with Curry and Klay, I guarantee you, game one, you would probably see a nice pass from him. Because it's like when I can throw it to Curry at half court and get an assist, then it's going to look like I can pass. I think Jimmy Butler might average more assists than Draymond with the Heat. I don't know for sure. But he might average I don't know what he averages, but he might be either close or average more than him with playing with Miami. So I'm saying Draymond can't pass, and I don't want to take his credit away. But like I said, a lot of people that you put on the team, pretty much the way you talking, Kenny, you said it's not many people that have vision. And you're saying Draymond is one of those people that do. So you're pretty much putting him in the tier with LeBron, Chris Paul, and those people.
They pass better than him. I know Lonzo and Paul pass better than Draymond.
So that's what I'm saying. His passing is good. I'm not trying to take that away, but it's not to the extent like his defense. His defense isn't to the extent as Klay's shooting. Like I think Klay has the highest like stat of, or not stat, but attribute of like, you know what I'm saying, of all of this. Klay's shooting would be higher than Draymond's defense, in my opinion. His shooting would be higher than Draymond's passing. Then Klay's defense wouldn't be that much. Draymond is a better defender, but to me, Klay's isn't such a huge gap from Draymond. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I say you say Klay isn't an overall player. I can't name something he can't do.
Well, we disagree with the scoring and putting the ball in the ground. We disagree with that part.
Mm-hmm. I don't really understand why, but okay. I don't understand why we disagree.
So is Ray Allen a shooter or is he a scorer?
I don't remember him with the Supersonics, but based off what I've seen for the Celtics, 08, he's a spot-up shooter.
Prime Ray Allen.
I just said I don't remember when he played for the Supersonics.
You don't know nothing about him?
I just said I said I
you don't know nothing about Ray Allen.
I said 08.
I'm not asking you to recall a memory of him doing a twin, but you don't know nothing about Ray Allen except that he shot threes.
08, he was a spot-up shooter.
That wasn't all. He wasn't 08 either. So that's false too.
I don't remember him putting the ball on the ground too much. Ray Allen, not 08. I don't remember that. I don't remember.
Did you watch basketball in 08?
Yeah, I don't. So y'all are just pretty much saying everybody in the NBA is a dribbler, pretty much.
You don't have to be a dribbler to be a scorer. Devin Booker is not a dribbler, but he is a scorer.
A different definition of scorer.
A scorer, somebody that can score at all three levels where you can do that at a high clip.
Because y'all would probably say Lou Williams is a scorer, right?
Yeah, it is levels. Yes.
All right. Why does Klay Thompson, why is he averaging the same? Not, I don't know who averages more, but I'm pretty sure they're pretty similar.
Well, first off, I'm pretty sure Klay gets more minutes. And second off, threes is more than twos. I'm just saying, when Lou get in, Doc says, he just give him the ball. He runs an offense. That's what I'm saying. You're not going to just give Klay the ball for 10 possessions in a row and tell him to do what he do. They actually do pick and roll with Montrezl Harrell possessions in a row, and Lou gets buckets. I've never seen Klay do that.
So you're saying you don't averaging 20 don't mean nothing as far as being a scorer goes.
I mean,
just because you average 20 don't mean you're a scorer. No.
Okay.
Now,
what you about to say, Jimmy?
What would you consider? Oh, go ahead, Jimmy.
Oh, I mean, I hear y'all, man. That's a hard question because, yes, I know Klay can dribble the ball, and I know he can do post fade. I know he can drive. I've seen him done. I used to watch the Warriors a lot before they started sucking. I just don't. I don't agree with he could do it at a high clip. Shooting is his main area of scoring.
Oh, Steph's.
He's a scorer.
Nah, he's a scorer.
Shooting is his main area.
He can do it all.
Shooting is his main area.
Yeah.
What was you about to answer?
Do y'all know who TJ Warren is?
Yeah, Indiana. He's about to get beat up by Butler. What about him?
you know what type of player he is? What type of player would you consider him?
I don't pay attention to them, so I don't know. I don't know his work.
I would consider him a scorer.
Is he a dribbler, Cam?
No.
You don't have to be a dribbler to score the ball. If you're Klay Thompson, you're getting guarded closely. Somebody is on you. So all it takes is one dribble to get by somebody to get to a spot, to get to a one dribble pull-up, 2 dribbles to get to the rim, post a little fella up, give him a post fadeaway. Those are attributes of a scorer. Just because he's primarily a three-point shooter doesn't mean he can't score the ball as well.
Pretty much, I don't think no coach in the NBA would say force. I mean, they might say this just because he shoots so well, but this isn't a good idea for somebody to say, just force him to put the ball on the ground, then we good. That's for people like Reddick. Reddick is scared to put the ball on the ground. Joe Harris, they don't put if they can't get a shot off, they're passing it. That's somebody that can't put the ball on the ground. Klay Thompson, he's like, okay, I can put it on the ground. I'll just go by you. You know what I'm saying? People like Reddick are spot-up shooters. I think that's kind of disrespectful to Klay for it to say he's just a spot-up shooter.
I mean, when I say a spot-up shooter, every NBA player can make a three. They can dribble. I'm just saying. I
don't agree with that because Kyle Korver and JJ Redick, I mean, obviously, literally, yes, they can put the ball in the ground. But that's not really too good of an option for them to be putting the ball in the ground.
I just feel like we're giving Klay too much. It's just So y'all are saying he's great defending. He's a scorer. So it's pretty much the way y'all are talking about him. He should be
almost like he's an all-star, right?
He should be top 10. Like the way y'all are talking about him. Like
He's top 20.
He's not far.
He's a top 20
10.
player in the NBA.
No, the way y'all are talking about him, like what's his weakness? Like I'm not. It just sounds like he's great at everything by what y'all saying.
Well, I did say he's an overall player.
Can he?
Yeah.
Oh,
he is an overall player. I should ask you the same question since Dre, like you said, Draymond is an overall player. What's his weakness? Because I know shooting is, but we try to act like he can shoot.
He's an all-star.
He's defensive player of the year. You got to give him credit.
See, and that's what I mean with Klay. It's like
he plays his role.
Who, Draymond?
Yeah,
I agree.
He's not asked to take 12 threes.
I agree. But
that's what I'm saying. Like, well, me and Kenny, why is that? Like, okay, he not giving you 30, but he does everything else at a very high level. Like I said, that started my argument. He's a role player that bought into his role and perfected it. Now, I agree that if you switch both, you sent them to two different places. Yes, I think Klay will excel more, and Draymond will probably get lost. Well, I ain't gonna say get lost in the sauce, but you definitely probably wouldn't hear from him as much unless he's getting a technical or getting thrown out. But for the question, like with the Warriors, he bought into his role and perfected it. And Klay does what he's asked for too. But I just like how you say while we downplay things, it's like when we talk about Dre's defense, it's team defense. Why isn't Klay's team defense? He's the leader. Draymond is actually the leader of that defense, in my opinion.
I think that's everybody's opinion.
Right. I said Draymond is a better defender than him. I'm just saying with Draymond, we're trying to bring up like you said. Let me go around the other way. What is Klay Thompson's weakness? Since y'all don't think he's well, I don't know about you, Demir. But Kenny, you said he's not an overall player. So what is his weakness?
Putting the ball on the ground and getting a bucket. I'm just saying it's 7.8 seconds left.
Uh-huh.
I'm worried about a score like Damian Lillard, step back in Paul George's mouth. I'm not worried about Klay doing that like that. Like I don't consider him a scorer. Paul Pierce, step back and two people faced when he was on Brooklyn. And I'm not worried about Klay doing nothing like that. Like I don't consider him a scorer. I don't consider him a good ball handler. I don't see him breaking guys down and just. I've seen him do the fadeaway over some people sometimes, but I don't think that's like a go-to move he can always get to. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's good at putting the ball on the ground.
You don't have to be great at putting the ball on the ground to get a bucket. If you run him off a screen, there's going to be somebody running for their life to catch up to him. Now, if they don't catch up to him, that's an open shot. And if they do, then I'm blowing right by you because you're out of position. And that's going to put him in position to score because he can score all three levels. He can shoot a mid-range, he can finish a layup, and he can shoot the three. So you don't have to be a step back
if we're talking about half-court offense, Draymond isn't good at putting the ball in the ground. Like, just in the half court, when he gets the rebound and he's going full court, then yeah. But half court offense, I don't never see Draymond put like catch it and like put the ball on the ground. And you know what I'm saying? Like, is Draymond good at putting the ball on the ground?
He won't bop nobody, but he has great ball security.
Better than
Klay does too.
Y'all like Klay just out there getting plugged. Just because he doesn't have to doesn't mean he can't.
You know, it's ironic.
Player.
The play that KD left, didn't he like trip or something and turn it up?
You talking about Draymond, right? Yeah. So yeah, like if we're talking about now, okay, that's Klay weakness. So you said putting the ball in the ground, getting the bucket. I disagree, but okay. Now what is Draymond's weakness?
Shooting.
That's it.
I'm gonna just say scoring.
Right.
Yeah, I would. To be completely honest with myself, I would say scoring as a whole is his weakness.
Yeah, he's not too good offensively. Besides, I mean, passing, yes. I'm talking about, like you said, getting a bucket for himself. He's probably damn near zero. So that's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't go that hand, but okay.
Now, what's a bigger weakness?
What's a bigger weakness? Oh yeah, I mean, but that question kind of, I don't know though, because you're kind of asking a question that plays into two different people's roles.
And so that's why I
don't think Steve Kerr be like, Draymond, go get a bucket.
That goes back to the checklist. it's not fair to say Draymond rebounds better than Klay.
Oh yeah. I didn't agree with the checklist, but yeah, that question kind of goes into what you want from that player. And I'm kind of y'all. I honestly like changed my mind. I'm kind of putting Klay into the scoring category. Like he might be a scorer. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard because of what his primary thing is. But your question is like, what is Curry's primary scoring? I mean, it kind of changed my mind. But so I guess I would consider him a scorer. But I also do agree with Kenny. If it's 7.8 seconds left, I don't see Klay like no screens, nobody coming out. I don't see him creating his own shot. I just see him like it just put it at Jacob. But I'm saying like I do think he's a scorer, but I don't think he can put the ball on the floor well or for a long period of time.
Okay, now let me ask y'all this: 7.8 seconds left. Draymond got the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me what happens.
He's going to make the right basketball decision.
And you think Klay isn't?
He probably gonna fumble the bag.
See, and that's to round up the whole situation.
No. Hear me out.
End it right there. Let's hear you know something.
Hear me out. Say your last. Get it out.
Hear me out, because like Klay is not a playmaker like Draymond is, and shooters in those situations they tend to panic. So if Klay can't create his own shot, he might turn over the ball. Draymond might, he gonna create a play. That's honestly how I feel. No, all jokes aside.
What you gonna do? Break somebody down off the dribble?
It's crazy that you say that because Draymond literally has shown in final second situations, I'm gonna trip and lose the ball, and then I'm gonna cuss KD out like it's his fault. So that's what I'm asking for.
Thank you for tuning into the fourth quarter podcast.
All right, bro. Thank y'all for watching, bro. We're gonna catch y'all next.
That was a good one.